This video should give you some ideas on how to study A-level chemistry and get high grades. So when should you start preparing for your A-level chemistry exams? Quite simply, the answer is now. A-level is different to GCSE. You can't just leave it until a few months before the exams before you start your revision. It has to be done from the beginning of the course. The chemistry specification is very content heavy. You need to learn a lot of stuff, and then you need to practice how to apply that knowledge in familiar and non-familiar contexts. So how should you start preparing for your A-level chemistry exams? Well, the most important thing is time. First, you need to manage your time. To achieve your MEG, that's your minimum expected grade, you need to put in at least 5 hours of independent study. So it's really important that you plan your time every week. When you haven't got a lesson, use your time to study. But what type of study should you do? The answer is start with the content. The lists on the front of each booklet are the learning outcomes taken directly from the exam board specification. Check your understanding of the learning outcomes and review your progress at the end of every lesson, and then use the lists to help you to identify weak areas to personalise your independent study after the lesson. So when should you learn that content? Well, the answer, well, there are a few. If the lesson is flipped, you're going to do that before. So it could be that your tutor has asked you to work through a video or narrated PowerPoint, and they've asked you to complete some of your notes before the lesson. Otherwise, it'll be in every lesson, and then after every lesson, and after every topic. So what type of things can you do to learn the content in every lesson? Well, make sure you're there, that you listen, that you participate, and that you reflect on your learning. What type of things can you do to learn the content after every lesson? Well, first and foremost, you need to make sure your notes are completed. So you'll complete your notes in lesson, or it could be that you've done them before the lesson if it's been flipped. And it might be that you're going to add to those notes after your lesson. So make sure that you have a complete set of notes and that you read over them and that you understand what you read. It can be helpful to write up key ideas from the lesson. Use flashcards or write them up in a key ideas book. Learn the definitions using flashcards. Definitions are important. They're the key terms that you need to know and understand. Learning the definition is often the first step to understanding. Sometimes you'll be asked for those definitions in the exam, either directly, but more likely indirectly. So knowing your definitions is crucial. Read over the pages in the textbook to recap what you've covered in lesson. Use the textbook to read ahead. You're going to have access to that course textbook via the Caboodle.com website. Look on Connect for how to log in. So what type of things can you do to learn the content after every topic? Make a revision poster or sheet to summarise your notes. Learn the definitions using flashcards. Once you've learned the content in the topic, you then need to apply your knowledge and get feedback. So use all of your resources to help you. Try practice questions. Mark your answers, learning from your mistakes. Complete the homework and learn from the feedback. You will be tested regularly throughout the year, so it's important to go back in time each week to revise older topics regularly to keep your knowledge and understanding fresh. What type of things can you do to apply your knowledge after every module? Make a concept map to link ideas together. Try the past papers open book style, i.e. use your resources to help you. If you get stuck on questions, that's not a bad thing. That's part of learning. So when you do homework questions, practice questions, past papers, if you get stuck and your resources don't help you, then come and get help. Ask a teacher. Don't look at the mark scheme. That isn't the way to learn. You need to train your brain how to solve that problem. How would you tackle it if you were given a similar question next time? It's far better to get a clue from a teacher than it is to just look at the mark scheme and think, yes, I would have put that. So try past papers, open book style, get help when you need it, and then mark your answers. Use the mark scheme, apply it strictly. If you're not sure, get clarification and learn from your mistakes. Try past papers under exam conditions. So working silently, time yourself. No resources this time. And then mark your answers, marking it strictly. Most importantly, learn from mistakes. This is the most effective way to get ready for the exams. But you can't do the past papers until you've done all the learning beforehand. So when will you have college exams? Well, for chemistry, we will give you an exam in September, January, and towards the end of the year, probably May. These college exams will allow you to demonstrate your progress and commitment to the course. They will inevitably help you to prepare for your final exams too. Your tutor will also have evidence as to your progress from these exams throughout the year. Believe it or not, the exams should be the easy bit because you've done all the hard work required in the weeks and months before it. Whilst our booklets and resources on Connect cover everything you need, you may also find a revision guide useful. The links for revision tips and the revision guide will be made available on Connect. We hope you found this useful and that it will help you to get a high grade in A-level chemistry.